Hello students, we are going to discuss about drying problems. Calculate the diameter and length of an adiabatic rotary dryer. This problem is a design problem to design a adiabatic rotary dryer and also determine the diameter and length of an given dryer. Adiabatic is nothing but there is no heat loss or gain. Type of dryer, rotary dryer. This is the continuous operation. To dry 2800 pound per hour of a heat sensitive solid. This is the mass flow rate of solid. M dot S is equal to 2800 pound per hour. Initial moisture content of 15%, 15. So this is the dry basis. Dry basis means capital X. So the initial means capital XA, that is equal to 15%, 0.15. Final moisture content also dry basis, capital XB, that is equal to 0.5%, that is equal to 0.005. Are you clear? Okay. So the both moisture contents are dry basis. Solid have a specific heat of 0.52 BTU per pound degree Fahrenheit. So that is CPS. CPS is nothing but specific heat of solid is equal to 0.52 BTU per pound degree Fahrenheit. Solid enter at 80 degree Fahrenheit. That is solid entering temperature TSA. Leaving temperature TSB 125 degree Fahrenheit. This is must not be heated to a temperature above 125 degree Fahrenheit. This is TSB. Heating air is available at 260 degree Fahrenheit and a humidity of 0.01 pound of water per pound of dry air. Air is entering at 260 degree Fahrenheit, that is heating air, THB 260 degree Fahrenheit. Humidity of HB is equal to 0.01 pound of water per pound of dry air. This is initial humidity. Maximum allowable mass velocity of the air is 700 pound per feet squared hour. That is G. That is mass velocity value. Given data, adiabatic rotary dryer, M dot S, mass flow rate of solid 2800 pound per hour. Initial moisture content XA 15%, 0.15. Final moisture content 0.5%, that is equal to 0.005. Specific heat of solid 0.52 BTU per pound degree Fahrenheit. The notation is CPS. Solid entering temperature TSA is equal to 80 degree Fahrenheit. Solid leaving temperature TSB is equal to 125 degree Fahrenheit. Heating air entering temperature THB 260 degree Fahrenheit. Initial humidity HB is equal to 0.01 pound of water per pound of dry air. Mass velocity capital G is equal to 700 pound per feet squared hour. Objective of this problem, already I said, this is a design problem. We are going to design a adiabatic rotary dryer and also determine the diameter and length value. Diameter is a D, length is a capital L. We are going to discuss about the solution part. Assume counter flow. Why we are going to use counter flow? Why not prefer parallel flow? Why? Because they create a more uniform temperature difference between the fluid over the entire length of the fluid path. Are you clear or not? Okay. So for this reason we are preferring counter flow, not prefer the parallel flow. Are you clear or not? Okay. So refer this graph. This is the temperature profile diagram of counter flow. So the solid entering in one direction, hot air is entering in opposite direction. So this is the counter flow. So solid entering temperature TSA, leaving temperature TSB. Hot air entering temperature THB, leaving temperature THE. Are you clear or not? Okay. So already I said this problem is a design problem. We are going to design a adiabatic rotary dryer. For this reason we are going to use number of transfer unit. Number of transfer unit NT is equal to 1.5. Why we are going to take number of transfer unit is equal to 1.5? So the range of number of transfer unit for design calculation 1.5 to 2. So we are going to take any one value from this range. For this calculation to use number of transfer unit is equal to 1.5, that is NT. Number of transfer unit is defined the ratio between height of the tower to height of transfer unit, that is Z by HTU, that is equal to NTU. Are you clear or not? Okay, NTU or NT is the same term, that is number of transfer unit. But our system is a air water system. For this system, inlet well bulb temperature is equal to outlet well bulb temperature. So that is TWA is equal to TWB. Are you clear or not? Okay. So I hope all of you watched my videos about determination of length of rotary dryer using rate concept. From that video only I have taken this formula. Number of transfer unit, that is NT is equal to ln of THB minus TWA divided by THA minus TWB. Here we know the NT value, that is assumption value, that is 1.5. THB is given data, hot air entering temperature. We don't know the THA and TWB value. Why? Because for air water system substitute TWA is equal to TWB. Here once you know the TWB, easily determine the THA value. How will you calculate the TW value or wet bulb outlet temperature value? Using psychrometric chart. This is psychrometric chart. Outlet wet bulb temperature taken from psychrometric chart at given condition. What are the conditions? Hot air entering temperature THB is equal to 260 degree Fahrenheit. Inlet humidity HB is equal to 0.01. Are you clear or not? Okay. So how to take TWB from psychrometric chart? First step, you should mark THB in x-axis. This is DBT axis. So what is the value of THB? That is 260 degree Fahrenheit. So then you should mark HB in y-axis at the right side. What is the HB value? 0.01. Are you clear or not? Okay. After that, from THB, draw a vertical line up to marked HB. This is the intersection point between THB and HB. From that, draw a inclined line up to 100% saturation line. That value is taken as TWB. TWB is nothing but outlet wet bulb temperature. From graph, TWB is approximately 102 degree Fahrenheit. Using number of transfer unit equation to determine the hot air leaving temperature, that is THE. So NT is equal to ln of THB minus TWA divided by THA minus TWB. For air water system, TWA is equal to TWB. For this case, NT is the assumption value for design calculation. For adiabatic rotary dryer, that is 1.5 is equal to ln of THB is the given data, hot air entering temperature 260 degree Fahrenheit. TWA is equal to TWB. This value taken from graph 102 degree Fahrenheit. THA is the unknown value. We are going to calculate THA value. Are you clear or not? Okay. So remove the ln, you take E value. So the finally we get THA, that is equal to 137.2 degree Fahrenheit. This is hot air leaving temperature. Next one, latent heat of vaporization, that is lambda value. taken from steam table at TWB. What is TWB? Outlet wet bulb temperature, that is 102 degree Fahrenheit. So this is appendix 7 table. This is steam table. This table based on FES unit. This is taken from Unit Operations of Chemical Engineering by McCabe Smith. You refer that book. This is appendix 7. From this table, we are going to take lambda value at 10 degree Fahrenheit. Are you clear or not? Okay. But this table 10 degree Fahrenheit temperature is not available. So in the first column, the temperature degree Fahrenheit. So in this table, we have 100 and 110 degree Fahrenheit. From that, we are going to use least square method to calculate 10 degree Fahrenheit latent heat of vaporization value. So what do you do here? First you take 100 degree Fahrenheit lambda value, that is 1037. You refer the table. Then 110 degree Fahrenheit, the lambda values are 1031.4. So from that, what is the difference between these two temperatures? 110 and 100, that is 10 degree Fahrenheit. Are you clear or not? Okay. Similarly, what is the difference between these two lambda value? 5.6. 10 degree Fahrenheit having 5.6 lambda value mean what is the difference between given temperature and first temperature? Which one is the first temperature here? 100 degree Fahrenheit. Given temperature 10 degree Fahrenheit. What is the difference? 2 degree Fahrenheit. So here 10 degree Fahrenheit having 5.6 lambda value mean 2 degree Fahrenheit how much lambda values? So the 5.6 into 2 divided by 10. Finally we get 1.12. So but we want 102 degree Fahrenheit lambda value. What do you do here? You see the lambda value for 100 degree and 110 degree. These values are increasing or decreasing. First you divide. So these values are decreasing value. First one 1037. 110 degree Fahrenheit 1031.4. What do you do here? 102 degree Fahrenheit between 100 and 110 degree Fahrenheit. That's why the first lambda value minus with these 1.12. So 1037 minus 1.12 is equal to 1035.8. This is approximately equal to 1036. Suppose these lambda values are increasing. What do you do here? So these 1.12 add with first value. Are you clear or not? Okay. So this is the way we are going to calculate 10 degree Fahrenheit lambda value using least square method. So approximately the lambda value 1036 BTU per pound. So this is latent heat of vaporization.